Hi guys and welcome back. Today I'm quite excited to talk to you about a relatively new addition to the Taught and Leisure range, and that is the Salewa MTN Trainer 2 Mid and the MTN Trainer 2 Shoe. Two awesome options to have a look at, and we'll also be giving you a chance to win the shoe later on in the video. So let's get into it. Awesome, so let's jump straight in. We're going to talk about the MTN Trainer 2 Mid first, and then we'll move on to the shoe. However, a lot of the features we're going to be talking about in the boot transfer over to the shoe. So if we grab the MTN Trainer Mid, this is the women's in my hand right now. We've got the men's on this side just here. We're met with a really robust, solid boot. It's relatively stiff, so it's got a bit of flex to it. It's got a bit of give, but it's certainly in no way a soft boot. So it's going to be good for multi-day trekking and hiking with a heavy pack on, and even a little bit of scrambling here and there as well. A very robust boot, thanks to its 360-degree rubber band, which you can see goes all the way around and wraps around the boot, giving you a really good level of low protection against scuffs and scrapes. Anyone who walks on Dartmoor knows if you kick a few granite boulders by accident, you're going to end up with some pretty deep scratches in your boot. So having that high rubber band is a really nice feature to see. The upper is a suede construction, so it's going to give you a good level of durability, but also a little bit of breathability. However, because of the Gore-Tex sock with the thick suede upper, it's a relatively warm boot. The lacing system has metal cleats at the top, and as you come down, they transfer into fabric ones. What's nice about this is it comes all the way down to the front of the foot. It's got what we would call a climbing fit, where the lace comes really low down towards the toe, and that just gives you a really good option when it comes to fitting. You can get the laces nice and tight around the toe if you're doing some more technical stuff, or if you're just doing a general hike, you can loosen that up. But it gives you a really nice fit and helps pull the boot in really nicely. Up the top, we've got a flexible cuff, so although this is going to give you a really nice level of support, there is also a bit of comfort and a bit of softness built into it. So it's going to flex with the foot rather than being super rigid, which is still going to provide you, like I said, some support, but it's going to do it in a comfortable manner. And you've got a slightly softer rear here, so when you go downhill, you don't have something hard digging into the back of your foot, which is just a really nice little thing that's a big help. Moving down the boot, we're met by a really good sole unit. This is a Vibram sole unit. We've got our climb zone at the front, which is going to help with our scrambling, getting good purchase on rocks, gives us a good surface area. And as we move back through the boot, we're met with a really good multi-directional lug pattern. So it's going to give you grip in all directions, no matter how you're stood on the ground. And then as we go back a little bit further, we're met by a really decent sized heel brake. And as we discussed in other videos, a heel brake is perfect for sort of muddy, damp conditions. So that when you go downhill, that acts as like an anchor, digging into the ground and stopping you slipping out from under you. So for UK conditions, almost a must. It's a really good feature. Just here we have the 3F system, which is this wire piece that comes round the back of the boot and tucks up on the other side for you. What this does is when you tighten the laces, it helps pull in and secure the back of the boot, giving you a really good fit. You might have seen this on some other products, but it's a really nice system. It's quite simple to an extent, but it performs really well and gives you a nice snug fit. As for the waterproofing, it's handled by Gore-Tex, as so many are these days. So you're going to have a fully waterproof boot here, and it comes up relatively high, sort of to here, where the tongue then eventually separates from the boot, and you've got a gap there as well. And then we have a system which is really, really interesting, a little bit different to what you might see on other boots, and it's called MFF, and it stands for Multi-Fit Footbed. So if we open this boot up, this comes in both the men's and the women's mid boots. Grab the insole out. You'll see what is, to be honest, a very nice insole. Insoles tend to be relatively simple now, and there's the option to put something a bit more advanced in it if you want to. But Salewa have given you a really nice one straight out of the packet. But what's so special about this is actually you can separate this insole into two parts. So there's a little bit of Velcro. If we peel those off, we end up with two separate units for the footbed. What this means is we can go over to this little box which comes with your footwear, open it up, and inside we will have two more footbeds right there for you. So what this is as you can see, it's a slightly chunkier, slightly thicker, slightly bigger footbed. And the one we just took off, the top part of it, Velcros on and forms a full footbed. And what you might have noticed is it's much broader. There's a lot more of the footbed we've just stuck to it. So we've got a slightly broader fitting one. So this will go better with a wider forefoot, while still giving you a good amount of support, cushioning and security around the heel. But if you've got quite a narrow foot and you really like the boot and you want this to fit you, then you pop this little thing on and it's going to give you a much narrower fit. which is brilliant. It gives this boot a much wider audience to start with, but gives you a lot more options for versatility and getting the perfect fit, which is really, really important. So we'll move down onto the shoe now, and like I said, it is a very, very similar system. So there's a lot of things we're going to that are going to cross over from the Mid. We've still got a really nice sole unit on here by Vibram. We've got our climb zone at the front, and it's still a relatively stiff product. What we are gaining is a via ferrata thing here, which helps go into the ladder or the chain that you're climbing on, if you're interested in via ferrata. You've still got a 360-degree rubber band, which goes all the way around the shoe, giving you a good level of protection, and we're still met with a suede upper backed by a Gore-Tex lining. We've still got our F3 system, or 3F, sorry, system up here, which is going to give you a really nice secure fit around the ankle, and then we've got this slightly broader fit towards the front of the shoe. We're still seeing the climbing laces, which come down to the front of the toe, giving us a really good secure fit, and it also means we can adjust them a lot better as well. Other than that, this is very much similar to the boot we just looked at. We're not getting the same insole system in this shoe, so if this doesn't quite fit you, then it might not be the right option for you. However, looking at other options in the store, like volume reducing stuff, might mean that this fits you perfectly. Awesome, so that was a quick look at the Mountain Trainer 2 Mid and the Mountain Trainer. As I mentioned at the start of the video, we are going to give you an opportunity to win a pair of these shoes. So all you have to do is be subscribed to the YouTube channel, and then head down to the bottom of this video into the comment section and tell us where your next big adventure will be. We're going to give this about 2 weeks, and we will announce the winner shortly after. Thank you very much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.